Today on CityCast Philly, Happy New Year! We're kicking off 2023 with some resolutions for the city of Philadelphia. I'm here with the team and some friends of the podcast. It's Tuesday, January 3rd, 2023. I'm Trenae Nuri, and this is CityCast Philly. Joining me now is CityCast Philly producer Abby Fritz and Hey Philly newsletter editor Brittany Valentine. Hey, y'all.
Hi.
Hi, Trenae.
What are you both looking forward to in 2023?
To keep making podcasts.
Heck yeah.
But really, definitely, it's been so much fun doing this with y'all, and I hope everyone else likes it too. But I'm also looking forward, on a personal note, to keeping my eye on SEPTA. We did a podcast episode last year called How SEPTA is Investing in Accessibility, and I didn't forget about them. They have a lot of projects coming up, and I want to see where that $500 million goes. So that's what I'm looking forward to next year.
What about for you, Brittany?
I am also very much looking forward to seeing CityCast become more embedded into the Philly media landscape and to keep covering really cool and important stories, both on the pod and in the newsletter. And on a personal note, watching my 4-month-old puppy grow into an even bigger Shiba Inu.
Yes. Yeah, I love your resolutions. I feel the same way. I really just am excited to meet more people in the community, in our neighborhoods, and just to get to know them and so that they get to know us as well. All right. So we did a call out for friends of the show to give us their resolutions for Philly. And we're going to play some of those recordings that we got back. And Brittany, you also got some personal resolutions from people around the city who subscribe to the newsletter. Did you get a sense of a theme among them?
Honestly, I got so many, which was great, that there isn't one recurring theme. I did get a lot of wholesome and just really sweet ones of people just trying to be a better person or show their love more. One Hey Philly reader, Clarence, she wants to increase her patience and kindness. And she also just wants to expand her mind and just learn more about the things she's interested in, which I really enjoyed that one.
That's great. All right, so let's talk about one of the major issues that's going to happen in 2023, and that's the mayoral election. The primary is in May, and already, as we have been reporting last year, that there are so many people who want that top job as mayor. We got a couple resolutions that had to do with politics.
I'm Denise Clay Murray, and I'm a political contributor here at CityCast Philly. I also co-host the Philadelphia Hall Monitor Show on WPPM 106.5. My New Year's resolution for Philadelphia politics is clarity. If you're going to propose something to the citizens of Philadelphia as we vote for mayor and city council, be very clear about how you're going to pull it off. For example, before you call for a state of emergency for the city's gun violence problem, have an idea of what that's going to look like so you can explain it to people, because we're not going to understand otherwise. That's not too much to ask. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, Denise. Yeah, so what do y'all feel about that? Like, the candidates need to have a straight up plan so that it's easily accessible and that we do kind of reduce those high crime rates.
Yeah, I totally agree with Denise. I don't think it's too much to ask. And it's really, really easy for people, politicians, to point fingers and be like, this thing sucks, this thing's broken. And it's another thing to be able to say that and have actionable steps and prove that they've done their homework and they know what they're talking about, and give Philly some actionable items moving forward, because it's not enough anymore to just say, yeah, this is not working.
On a similar note, but focus more specifically on how elections can impact things like art, we got this resolution from Conrad Benner, founder and editor of the public art blog Streets Department.
My New Year's resolution for art in Philly is to really pay attention to the 2023 municipal elections. Next year we'll be voting for mayor and for several city council seats. These are positions of power that hold tremendous power, go figure. And so few people vote in our municipal elections. Voter turnout, unfortunately, is really dismal in these local elections. So your voice has tremendous power. And I'm really hoping that we vote for people who do a number of things, including people who support the arts robustly. The arts are not only just an important part of our economy here in the city, it's a really important part of the economy here in Philadelphia, but it's also a way for people around the city to connect to themselves, to connect to their communities and the world around them. So vote in 2023 and vote for people who talk about supporting the arts.
Yeah, the arts are huge. I can't wait. I know that Conrad does so much great work in the community, revolving voting and getting people energetic about it. So I'm really looking forward to what the art community does in the city.
Hearing this message from Conrad, I think we forget sometimes how intertwined every single thing in our life is with politics, especially when it comes to voting. And I think back to our episode, making voting sexy again in Philly. And
yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it was so fun. And this is another one of those ways I think we can do it, is reminding everyone of how everything is affected.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like also, realizing that you can be a change maker. You are a participant, you're a voter in the city, you have a say, you have a voice. And I hope that more people, continue the Philly tradition of putting more murals up and, coming up with, more creative music and just bringing more life and voices into the conversation. And I think that would be really important and exciting to see. Brittany, what did people say they hope happens within the art community for this year?
So sadly, I didn't get any Philly art-related resolutions, but mine is just I want to see more murals because I just love them so much. But kind of art-related, one of the people I interviewed for the 3 Questions With segment, her name is Monica Robinson. She's the head bookseller at the Spiral Bookcase, and she actually plans to publish her first full-length novel, which is loosely based on some Greek mythology, which is, art-adjacent books,
Yeah, it's definitely creative.
I also have an education-related one from another person I interviewed. His name is Jason Smith. He's the manager of customer training at Smart Technologies, which is smart boards in schools. And he said, "This year we built teacher and student resources that closely match the district's English and math curriculums. And so next year his resolution is to grow their efforts so that they can impact even more schools in Philadelphia."
Nice. And speaking of art and art education, we also heard from Charles Tyson Jr. He's our CityCast Philly's art contributor.
My New Year's resolution for the art scene in Philly is to get more funding for arts and arts education. Without the arts, you have no culture. Without the culture, you have no society. Here's to a creative and prosperous 2023.
Hear, hear, Charles. Yeah.
Yes.
But y'all, one thing that I'm really hoping for in 2023 is another Eagles Super Bowl win.
Hey,
Absolutely.
That's a valid New Year's wish. I think we could do it again.
I think so too. And I'm pretty sure, I guarantee you, that the city would just have more unity. It would just it would literally bring us together.
It would be so healing.
Yes.
It would just be so beautiful. Oh my goodness. The streets would just be filled with this positive energy that we've been lacking. It's kind of, look at how the city just was electric when we thought the Phillies were going to win the World Series.
Right.
Yeah.
But our sports guy, John Barchard, who hosts the Eagles podcast, Belle and the Birdmen, was really focused on a different team for his resolution.
My New Year's resolution for Philly sports teams is simply this. Philadelphia Flyers, please, please sell your franchise to Jeffrey Lurie and let Howie Roseman run the organization. And I am dead serious. I am so tired of whatever this joke on ice is year in and year out, where the 76ers look at you and don't even want to be there because they're in complete disgust of how you handle your business. Or Jeffrey, if you're listening to this, please have a hostile takeover. Go take over that parking lot too. And please correct the winter sports in this city so it runs as consistently as the Eagles do, and we can have some hockey to look forward to in the winter time in which it was created. Thank you so much, and Happy New Year.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
John,
obsessed with John.
Tell him how you really feel.
Like, I guess the correction is that the city will not know peace until the Flyers get their crap together.
Right.
I am so here for the drama. I love a hostile takeover for the Flyers. I think it would be great. It would only happen in Philly. It makes sense. It just seems correct.
We just have high expectations for all of our teams. Eagles, Sixers, Flyers, Phillies, Union, the Wings, the lacrosse team. Like, we have high expectations. And if you let us down, we will let you know.
We're honest.
And even if you let us down year after year, we're still going to root for you like you birthed our firstborn. Like, you're ride or die.
Yeah. Brittany, what else did you hear from readers about their 2023 resolutions?
Okay, so I have two people that are readers, but also they were interviewed. So I have Kathy Chung, who is an artist that created the promotional designs for the Philadelphia Asian American Film Festival, which happened last November. She actually has a goal that I want to do. She wants to try out every single bubble tea spot in Philly, which I think is very admirable.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I was like, you go, girl. And Hey Philly reader Holly, she is making the commitment to begin lifting weights at least twice a week. So I like that idea because you got to start small sometimes with exercise. Twice a week, like, that's sustainable.
Yeah, and a lot of fitness experts say, you can do all that cardio, but if you don't lift weights, you ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
One thing I love to do is actually make vision boards. I haven't done it since 2020, but I feel like I need to do it because I think for me, ironically, I'm a visual person too. And so if I can see the goal, if I write my goals down, if I say it out loud, they tend to happen.
Yeah.
And that's been really
you're
successful
talking my language.
to me. That's been really successful for me. So I think I'll do that. I think that would be fun. And it's kind of like going back to our arts. You get to be creative. You get to kind of slow down and just really think about how you want your life to be shaped for that year. So
Totally.
Yeah.
So in 2020, I put a car down. I didn't, I wanted a BMW, but I got a Honda. So
I mean, hey, you got a car.
You manifested a car. That's pretty big.
Well, before we go, let's leave on this last note because I really think it's important to remember to be kind to everyone as we head into the new year.
This is Afia Tucker, and I am the Philadelphia Community Engagement Reporter for the Trace Newsroom. My New Year's resolution is for more unity in our communities in the city of Philadelphia. I hope and I pray that folks resolve their issues without picking up guns. I also hope that we see less violent crimes, less crimes that are gun-related, and that we can bring each other joy. I hope to see more smiles, more laughter, more engagement, and more fun and peace for all Philadelphians.
Well said, Afia.
Yeah, thank you, Afia.
Abby, Brittany, this was nice. This is such a great start to the new year.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Yes, it was.
Thanks for having us on, Trenae.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let's make more podcasts and newsletters.
Woohoo!
Let's do it.
Let's keep this convo going. Let us know what you plan to do and accomplish for the new year. Hit us up on Twitter at CityCastPhilly. That's all for today here on CityCast Philly. If you enjoyed the show, tell a friend, rate the show, leave us a review, and subscribe to our morning newsletter. It's called Hey Philly. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more news from around the city. Bye. So my name is going to rhyme with 2023. I'm Trenae Nuri for the whole entire year.